now we're not upside down. Hi, I'm in Cali. I am an hour and a half early, and I need to check my blood pressure. Give me 1 sec. (130/96). That's crazy. Okay, anyway, how long has that been there? Hi, it's what's today? It's Friday. So yay. It is also May 30th. And this is my third monitoring appointment at LIC in Cali. And I didn't really update the last appointment that I had last week, but basically, I think I mentioned this in the first video, but basically we're waiting on girl, in the last appointment, my second monitoring, the cyst that they found at first had gotten bigger. Not only did it not go away, but it had gotten bigger. And like my levels were still not quite where they wanted to be. Not too terribly bad considering my history, but still not where they wanted to be. And I still had the 3 follicles on my right side. So they are just like, okay, keep taking the Prevera and come back next week. So I am now on cycle day 12 or 13. I might be cycle day 13 today because I forget that my cycle started and then I didn't go to my first appointment till a couple days later. Anyways, I'm on cycle day 13 and I've been taking the Prevera for 10 days as of last night. And I've also been bleeding this entire time, which is crazy because never in my anemic, fibroidal, endometrious life have I had my period for 2 weeks. Never. And I've been asking everyone, like, is this because I've been taking the Prevera, or is this another issue that I need to go see my doctor about? Because, again, I've never bled this long. It's not a lot, but I'm still bleeding, and I can't afford to be bleeding like this because of my anemia. Last appointment, they also took the first appointment, they took all of my, like, additional CBC panel, blood panel or whatever, and my hormones. But last appointment, they told me, after looking at my CBC, they're like, based on your results, you have a blood problem and you should probably see your primary. It's not going to cancel your cycle right now. You can continue, but we strongly suggest you go see somebody. And at first when I read the message, it freaked me out because it's like, what else did you find? But then I had to take a step back and like, okay, this is one of those unnecessary chaos ass moments. And it's like, I went through my results and I'm like, these are actually good results for me, para me. Like, typically, again, my anemic ass is well under suitable levels. And this particular lab had me like 2 points off from suitable. And I'm like, this is actually a victory. This is a win for me. So I'm not going to anybody's ER. I'm not going to anybody's PCP right now because I haven't found a new one yet. And now I know where I stand. I'm going to, like, then I knew where I stood, but it's been days later and I'm still bleeding. So I'm going to need 2 times the iron and the B12 to replace what I have lost. All my hard work has been undone for this past year. So anyways, 3 follicles, same size, And I think that is thanks to the Pravera that is keeping me from ovulating. But also, the cyst is not getting gone. I want it to be gone so we can continue. Because like I said, this is my third appointment and we're basically nowhere. And it's getting hotter. And I'm getting tired. And, you know, but, I am grateful for where I am because I have 3 follicles that we're trying to salvage versus none or 1. I've got 3. So today I'm praying that the follicle is gone, or at least super small, so that we can start revving up the engines to pump up the 3 follicles, because I want those babies. Not all at the same time, but at the same time, I want them. Because I know they're gonna say, because it's Friday, I know they're gonna say, oh, come back Monday or Tuesday, and I want it to be for a good reason, not just another monitoring appointment, because it's just been a lot. My hand is shaking now. This past week, let me think. I was out Monday. Was I out Monday? Yeah, because it was a holiday. I was out Monday and then I'm out today. I basically had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to finish moving out of my office because we're remodeling. My face always looks... Why does this phone always do me dirty? I do not look like this in real life. I don't. We had 3 days to move out of our office because we're remodeling. And so we didn't hire movers to pack up and move everything. We did it ourselves. And then tomorrow, the other warm body and said crew are going to come in early in the morning to move out the big furniture, the heavy pieces, and take it to storage. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be there Saturday and I'm not going to be there Friday. So we need to move this along and make use of our time right now while you have me, because you're not gonna the rest of the weekend. So starting Monday, depending on what happens here, I'm going to be in somebody else's office working back to back. Anyways, it's been a long week. I'm exhausted. I didn't get any sleep last night. I just could not sleep. I went to bed early. I took some ashwagandha. I chilled out. I put my phone down and I just could not sleep. So before you knew it, here comes 3 a.m. and I had to get up. So I'm looking forward to getting back home tonight and like chilling, relaxing, getting some good sleep before tomorrow, because while I will not be doing any hard labor tomorrow, I do have plans and I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to be well rested and I want to be feeling good so that I can enjoy myself. So that's basically it. That's why I really didn't pick up the camera last appointment, because nothing is happening. We're just basically waiting on this cyst to get gone, which is interesting because all of the interwebs say that it takes 1 to 2 months for a cyst to go away. And so I'm like, okay, all right. Which is probably why they are having me come back once a week, like waiting a whole week before I come back to see. This is my 3rd week, so I think we're just waiting to see if it happens to go away on its own sooner. I don't know. But I do appreciate that they're trying to hang on to these follicles for me, and rather than just saying, oh, cycle's canceled, let's try again at your next period. That's going to devastate me because, like I said, I've been bleeding for 2 weeks already, and so I don't want to deal with that anymore. Like, let's speed this along, please. That I understand and respect that it is totally up to my petty ass body to do what it's going to do. All right, I'll give you an update after. I want to listen to a podcast and hydrate and chill. I just checked my blood pressure and it is a little higher right now, and what it was, last night it was kind of high too. But it's never as high as like when they take it in there. It's never that high. So I'm trying to understand what that correlation is, because I was chill and relaxed just now. Is it because I've been driving and sitting? Or is it because, like, what is it? You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to take my blood pressure cuff in there so that I can show them what I do. And maybe they can tell me if I'm doing it right or not, or if it's even a good blood pressure cuff or what, you know what I mean? I just want to prove to them that I'm not lying every time I say it's never this high, it's never this high. I'm just nervous, you know what I mean? I've also been thinking about asking them to take my blood pressure after my ultrasound and blood work, because when, like, I can be sitting in there chill, and then as soon as they call my name, like, my heart starts like racing, and then immediately take me back to get my blood pressure, and it's sky high. So it's just like, this is not working. So I don't want them side-eyeing me every time I come in, you know what I mean? Because if I have an extremely high blood pressure, like, they're going to cancel my cycle, because it's dangerous, obviously. It's to have hypertension and not have it managed is super dangerous. So I'm trying to tell them that I typically am in the range of elevated, which is not good, I know, but it's not high. So anyways, let me go, because I don't like the way that I look right now. So bye.
Hair care routine has truly been a lifesaver. Like, I cannot believe how bouncy and smooth my girls are. Oh, and I actually use less products now because... Okay.
Yeah, but, this frame is not shit. Like, it works, but I want to get, like, an actual, like, proper... This shit is bringing up, like, childhood trauma, but also on the other side of that, like, even though I'm going to learn how to regulate my emotions better with this shit, that still doesn't mean that the person who's triggering my shit is not in the wrong. That's a rude thing to do, you know? I've spent a lot of time alone, like a lot of time alone. Throughout my life, I've had periods where I'm just by myself. And I've created this life for myself. I like being alone. I like my own company. Like, I like that. But at this time in my life, I'm really craving companionship.
That looks crazy.
Within my
that
relationship.
Looks crazy.
And as far as the romantic relationships go, like, I am ready to experience a romantic love. And so that desire paired with my desire to be around my friends and family and, like, whatever, sometimes it bumps heads with where other people are in their life, because other people might be in a place where, like, they need to be in their, you know, solitary shit. They need to isolate themselves. They need to and I recognize that, you know. It's not my way or the highway. It's not, you gotta be on my timeline, because that's weird. It does create... These for soft tires. They wanna watch a show together, and yeah, like when y'all link up, y'all watch that show.
Yo, I am so tired of looking like an old lady. Why do I look like this right now? Like, this is making me so mad. And it's extra poofy because I have super clean hair. My hair is so clean, it's just light and fluffy, and it's not doing what I want it to do. And this is not what I want it to do. And also, like, I didn't give it a really good... Oh, I hate this so much. Especially since I did my makeup so good. And now I'm looking like my hair is giving the fuck. It cannot stay like this. So, the curl that I did last night, the hot curl, now I know I have to do better with the hot curl and then roll it if I want it to do something, because this is not This is not it. What, like, what the fuck is going on? No, what is that? That's not ever gonna do what I need it to do. So now, what is my plan B? What is my plan B? What is the plan B? It's just not, it is not happening. And I need to try not to panic, and I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna do a half up, half down? What am I gonna do? This is crazy. Let's start with getting these edges under control, because maybe that's half the battle. Maybe. I doubt it, but maybe that's half the battle. And I knew I should have put this on before I did my makeup, but I didn't want to unroll my hair just in case it needed a few more hours to curl and set, when I should have taken these out a few hours ago so I could have recurled it or whatever the fuck it needs right now, because it's acting crazy. I straightened my hair so good last night that it's acting crazy. And I knew it. I didn't know that it was gonna not curl, but I was like, damn, this is an extra good straightening situation right now. It was just butter and flowy. But this, what's happening right now, is not at all gonna fly. Not at all. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do from here. Fuck. Like with the rest of it. That goes that way, that goes that way. That goes that way. That is gonna go this way. I'm kind of over, like, I want my edges to be like crisp and sleek and slick like this, but I'm over all the products for edge control. If it's not drying up and looking white and disgusting, it's water-based and is not, like, I've always loved my Crew, my J. Crew pomade, but it's a pomade. It's not meant to do what I'm trying to make it to do. It does when I first apply it, but then, like, later on, all it does is just wrinkle up my edges. And then it's like jelly because the pomade is in there. So, Erica, relax. Relax. It's gonna work out. You're gonna figure out what to do. Your clothes are gonna dry quickly. That way you can get dressed and be on time. Everything is gonna be fine. You will work it out. And of course, like, it's gonna rain tomorrow, so I don't have my yellow sun, so that's why it looks so dark and gloomy, because it is gloomy. There's no clouds. I mean, there's clouds today because it's gonna rain tomorrow. Which earlier I was just like, ooh, treat for me, but only when it's like helpful. Okay, edges are done. Let me lay them down. No, this part, what is going on there? My nose is running, because what else would it be doing? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do one of these. So let me wrap this up. Oh my gosh, my nose. Let me wrap this up. And then I'm gonna have to do a half up, half down situation. Cause what even just happened? What even just happened? These curls are the worst. The worst. Let's lay that down.